Hey everyone, it's Dr. Alex from Atlas Orthodontics and the Holistic Orthodontist. Have you considered Invisalign treatment for yourself or your child? If so, I am a strong proponent of Invisalign treatment. It really is a very powerful tool, and nowadays I would say that almost 95 or maybe even more of the different types of clinical situations that we have can be corrected with clear aligners versus with brackets and traditional braces. Invisalign isn't perfect. It's not a perfect solution. It has a bunch of advantages. The main thing that's harder with Invisalign is the patient compliance aspect, that you have to be good about wearing the aligners 20 to 22 hours a day, which involves removing them when eating, when brushing, and then remembering to put them back in. It's amazing. It just blows my mind how good young children and adolescents are at being compliant with their Invisalign treatment. They do a phenomenal job. Are they perfect? No, they're not perfect, but they do so much better than I would have ever expected. Now, it's not perfect. Just this week, I was having a conversation with a patient's mom. They had come in for a checkup visit, and I was checking their Invisalign treatment, and everything looked really great. And I was asking the mom, "Hey, how's Johnny doing with his Invisalign treatment?" And she's saying, "Well, it's so stressful. It stresses me out. I feel like I'm constantly reminding him to put it in, and he's not remembering, and we've lost a couple aligners." And so there's solutions for all those things. And I just kind of began talking with her and understanding the challenges that she was going through with him and how it was stressing her out, and how she was saying, I just wish we would do braces. And I said, "No problem. I don't charge extra for that. If you want to switch to braces, we can switch to braces." But then I also told her that there's issues with brackets and wires, that the grass is not greener on the other side. And once I started talking with her about those issues, she was thinking more about how the issues that she was dealing with the compliance with the Invisalign maybe weren't as big of a deal as some of the issues that you have with braces. So for example, with braces, brackets can break, wires get long, they start poking. So you have extra visits that you need, which are inconvenient. You gotta take time out of your day to bring your child to the ortho. You gotta call, make an appointment, have things repaired. So that's inconvenient, right? The main issue, the biggest issue is oral hygiene. Brackets and wires are just like a magnet for plaque and can lead to demineralization, which is ugly white spots around the brackets and wires, and also cavities. I had a recent experience with a really wonderful family, very holistically minded, very healthy. They eat well, they take care of themselves, they go to a holistic dentist. So very holistic, very aware. The kid had really good hygiene pretty much the whole time. Took the braces off and went to the dentist, and there were cavities around where the brackets were. It's just so heartbreaking to see that. I felt like he was doing a good job. He thought he was doing a good job, but even so, there was an issue there, and it just doesn't have to be that way. And so the younger child in that family, we are now treating with Invisalign, and the mom is just so happy that she picked Invisalign for her child, knowing that the risk of getting cavities and of having damage to the teeth is so much lower with Invisalign than it is with traditional braces. So those are the types of conversations that I have with parents when they talk to me about compliance, when they say, "Oh, I'm struggling to have my son or daughter wear the aligners," and then I remind them, "Hey, here's why we're doing the aligners. Here's why we're putting in all this extra work." And then they kind of rethink things a little bit more, and they do feel like, this burden of having to remember to put the appliances in and out is not as big as what could be happening if they had chosen braces. So I hope that's helpful to you. It's an interesting story. And again, that's the exception. I would say 95% of the time, the kids are doing well, they're on it, they're responsible, they're wearing the aligners, and it's not an issue. So thanks so much. If you have any questions or concerns, if you're considering Invisalign treatment for yourself or your child, I would love to discuss it with you. It's a really powerful tool.